How's it going, everybody? Coach Rex here, and I'm starting off the new year with a new mini-series. It's called Identity. Every new year, people chase change, but real change, real transformation doesn't start from goals. It starts from your identity. When you know who you are, you're going to recognize the influence and stay focused on being authentic. That is identity. So let's get into it.
I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show.
So identity drives every decision that you make. You don't make choices based on logic. You make them based on who you believe that you are. If you're a disciplined person, you're going to act disciplined. Now, if you see yourself as broken and busted and you've got all this trauma and that's how you're labeling yourself, then that's how you're going to act. You're going to act broken. But if you see yourself as a leader, you're going to start leading with purpose. Identity is the internal compass. It guides our behaviors way before motivation ever even shows up. In this mini-series, I want to strip away all that bullshit, all the labels, all the roles that you've been performing, and I want to get down to who we actually are. Not who the world told you to be, and not who you had to be to survive, but who you're becoming on purpose. This is where we rebuild your operating system from the inside out. Are you ready? Let's get to work. Welcome to Identity. Today we're breaking down the foundation of what identity really is. Because most people, they think that identity is a title, a job, a relationship, or a role that they've been in. I'm here to break all that fucking shit. That's not identity. That's a costume. Identity is deeper. It's internal. It's the programming that drives every decision that you make. So let's get into it. So first, let's talk about identity versus image. Identity is who you are when nobody's watching, right? When you're sitting down, you're trying to get things done. Nobody's watching you. You don't have the camera on. You don't have the phone. You don't have the selfie. That's who you are. That's your identity. Let me give you an example. When you wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and it's not because anyone's going to see it, but it's because it's the discipline of who you are. You've instilled that passion, the motivation, that internal compass to say, I've got to do this for me. I've got to do this. It's one of my intrinsic motivators. You get up and you train because gaining strength internally is a part of your standard. It's not because you're filming it. You're speaking your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. That's true discipline, by the way. You also going to keep your promises. Keep your promises that you made to yourself in silence. Now, image, on the other hand, when you post that gym selfie, but skip the workout when nobody's watching, you know who you are. You share motivational quotes, right? Hashtag live your best life. But what really happens inside, that life you're living, it's falling apart. You look strong on the outside, but on the inside, you can't make those tough decisions. You're performing confidently online, but crumble when pressure hits. You can't make those tough decisions. You can't say no when you need to. You're afraid to say yes when you want to. This is image. Remember, identity is going to be internal, where image is going to be external. It's what you show everybody, what you want everyone to see. It's like, oh, it's my image. Look at me and look at this. Identity is something that we're going to build, right? So for 2026, we want to build our identity, okay? Because we have a lot of influences that have been passed down to us that we've taken from here, from there. But I want us to get back to true authenticity. And true authenticity is built. Identity is built, where image is curated. So most people, they spend their entire lives protecting that image, but their identity is starving. This is where you're going to get people that wonder why they feel so lost and disconnected, or like they're living someone else's life. It's because they are. You see this and you hear this from a lot of younger individuals that are trying to live up to their parents' expectations and those standards. They haven't made any for themselves, or they fear those repercussions from their parents or from people's standards, because they're afraid to be who they really are, to find out inside that identity what it really, really is. We're going to see that identity shapes our behavior. Your identity dictates your standards. The standards dictate your habits, and your habits dictate your outcomes. If you want to change your life, you don't start with motivation. You start with identity. You start with the belief, I am the kind of person who, ... And then you back it up with those reps. Here's an example for your belief system. I want to be the kind of person who keeps his word or her word in 2026. So what are those reps going to look like? You say you wake up at 6 a.m. and you fucking do it. You say you're going to hit the gym and you go. Even when you don't feel like doing it. You say you're going to finish the task and then you finish it before you start scrolling away. Here's another one. You say you'll be present with your family and then you actually put the phone down and you be present. Now, the result of all that work, of those reps, is going to be your brain is going to collect that evidence. Your identity is going to start to shift. You become the person who keeps his or her word. Now, here's another example. I want to be the kind of person who doesn't run from hard conversations in 2026. Now, the reps are going to look like this. You speak up when someone or something is bothering you. It's those little micro steps, okay? You apologize when you're wrong, and you set boundaries without the guilt, and you tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable. Now, the result is going to be you become a better, stronger version of yourself who leads, not avoids. This isn't a hashtag. This is the work. When you put the work in to yourself, you're going to reap the benefits. Your mind is going to start changing your behaviors. You're going to start becoming that better, stronger version of yourself. And then you're going to start seeing improved results, not only in your professional life, but in your personal life. Now let's get into borrowed identities. Most people are walking around with identities they didn't choose. They inherited from their families' expectations, cultural pressure, trauma, survival mode. A lot of us are just cruising in survival mode. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You can't do that. Past relationships. You ever been in a traumatic breakup or divorce? Most divorces are dramatic. Or maybe you exited the military. You're a veteran. You inherited those borrowed identities from the military. Even social media. Social media, you can inherit that from social media. Or maybe some of your worst mistakes in life, and maybe you're still regretting that, and you're holding on to it, and you're just emitting that identity of what I did wrong. Remember, we're not a part of our mistakes. It's just something we did. It's not part of our identity. You inherit all these bad traits from all these different places in your life. And then you wonder why you feel misaligned. It's because you're living someone else's script. We have to start looking at identity from a different perspective. We have to start seeing it as a mission. Identity isn't a fixed thing. It's a mission. It's a direction. And it's a commitment. You don't find yourself. Okay? You build yourself. Action by action, rep by rep, choice by choice. Now here's my challenge for you, 2026. We're going to write it down. Write down 3 words that you want to be known for, not by others, not by expectations, but by yourself. That's your starting point. This is the work. Identity is the war, and you're not fighting for who you were, you're fighting for who you are becoming. I want you to share this with some other people that need it, okay? Because we all need to get on the same page when it comes to identity. We all need to let go of some of this past bullshit, past trauma, these past expectations and standards from other people, okay? We're going to start living our own life in 2026. This is the standard. Share it, and I'll see you in the next episode.
I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like Fee-Fi-Fo. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my show.